The old house stood on a hill overlooking the town, its windows like vacant eyes staring out at the world. Locals called it Hill House, and it was said to be haunted. For years it sat empty, avoided by everyone. But I, Sarah, a paranormal investigator, was drawn to it. I'd heard the stories. Whispers of a woman who'd thrown herself from the tower, strange lights in the night, and the feeling of being watched. I had to know the truth. I arrived on a cold, overcast evening. The air was thick with the scent of decay and damp earth. As I stepped inside, a chill ran down my spine, despite the heavy coat I wore. The interior was just as unsettling as the exterior. Dust lay thick on the furniture, cobwebs draped across the doorways, and the silence was profound, broken only by the occasional creak of the old house settling. I set up my equipment: cameras, motion sensors, and a digital voice recorder. I spent the first few hours exploring, documenting the layout of the house. The grand staircase, the dusty ballroom, the abandoned nursery, each room held a sense of sorrow and unease. As night fell, the house seemed to come alive. I heard faint whispers, like voices carried on the wind. Shadows flickered in the corners of my eyes, and I felt a constant presence, as if someone or something was always just behind me. In the old nursery, I found a small, wooden rocking horse. As I touched it, it began to rock gently back and forth, even though there was no breeze. My heart pounded in my chest. This was it, proof. I continued my investigation, growing more and more terrified. The whispers intensified, becoming clearer. I could almost make out words, but they were too distorted. The shadows danced, taking on menacing shapes. Finally, I reached the tower, the highest point of the house. The room was circular, with a single, large window overlooking the town. It was here, I knew, that the woman had met her tragic end. As I stood there, gazing out at the lights of the town, I heard a clear voice right behind me. It was a woman's voice, filled with despair. "Help me," it said. I spun around, my breath catching in my throat. There was no one there. But the voice spoke again, even closer this time. "Help me find my daughter." My fear turned to confusion. Daughter? I'd only heard about a woman who killed herself. I decided to try and communicate. "Who are you?" I asked, my voice trembling. "What daughter?" The voice sighed, a long, mournful sound. "They said I jumped," it whispered. "They said I wasn't well. But it wasn't like that. They took her. My little Lily. They took her, and I was trying to get her back." Tears welled up in my eyes. This wasn't a haunting. It was a cry for help. A mother's desperate plea. I spent the next few days searching the house, looking for any clue, any evidence of a child. I found old letters, hidden in a drawer in the library. They revealed a dark secret. The woman, Eliza, had been fighting a wealthy and powerful family for custody of her daughter. The family had accused her of being mentally unstable, and the letters hinted at a conspiracy. The final letter was dated the day of Eliza's death. It read, "I know what they are going to do. I have to get to Lily. If anything happens to me." The letter ended abruptly. I realized the truth. Eliza hadn't killed herself. She'd been murdered, silenced before she could expose the truth. And her spirit was trapped here, not haunting the house, but searching for her child. I went to the local historical society, hoping to find more information. I searched through old records, newspaper articles, and court documents. And then, I found it. An article about a custody battle, a wealthy family, and the mysterious death of the mother. The article mentioned the daughter, Lily, who had been adopted by the family and taken far away. The family's name was familiar. Very familiar. It was the name of the town's mayor, the same mayor who had always dismissed the rumors about Hill House.